Good, happy Tuesday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, Fish and Game officials urge snowmobile safety after deadly crashes. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Mike Cronin.
Auto Fair Honda in Manchester makes it happen with the Presidential Savings Event. New Accords, $49 a week with zero down. New CRVs, $59 a week with zero down. It's an all-out salute to the red, white, and you during the Honda President's Day sales event, because our goal is always 100% customer satisfaction. AutoFairHonda.com.
Auto Fair makes it happen.
The unfortunate events of this past weekend have highlighted the dangers of snowmobiling on ice, and tonight Fish and Game says everyone needs to take it very seriously. John Dennis wraps up after snowmobiling near Lake Massabesic, but not on it.
I live on the south side of the lake. Normally I would cross it, but there's open water out there. I'm not about ready to go across that.
The state is warning all snowmobilers after 3 died riding on Lake Winnipesaukee over the weekend. There were also other ice rescues throughout New Hampshire.
Anytime that you lose a life in New Hampshire is tragic, but to lose 3 in a rapid concession like that is awful.
In Alton, a 15-year-old boy and his father fell through the ice. The father suffered hypothermia, but the boy died. A similar situation in Moultonborough, where 3 snowmobilers fell through, only 1 survived.
We had heavy snow, we had a couple of cold days, so it built a little bit of a shelf, and then the snow covered it. And when you're sitting on a snow machine going across the lake, it looks like that's ample surface all the way across, and in fact is not.
For safe riding, Fish and Game says at least 6 to 10 inches of ice is needed.
I don't want to tell people not to do it. What I do want to tell people is to remember the surface they're on. It's not the ground. It is, in fact, ice, and you've got to take some extra caution and time to test it.
As for Dennis, he says he won't go on the ice until he knows it's safe.
It's sad, but it's unfortunate. It happens every year, just like people driving on the street. First snowstorm, accidents all over the place. But it's very unfortunate.
Fish and Game recommends going slow, follow existing tracks, and to always check the ice before you go out on it. In Auburn, Mike Cronin, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Rochester police seek man who robbed pharmacy. Rochester police are looking for a man who robbed a pharmacy Monday night. At 7:08 p.m., police responded to Care Pharmacy at 161 South Main Street for a reported robbery. Witnesses reported a lone male entered the store and ran into the pharmacy and toward the back of the store. The suspect then fled on foot with an undisclosed amount of narcotic drugs. No weapon was shown and no one was injured. The male suspect was wearing camouflage clothing, including a camouflage mask. A police canine tracked the man in the area but was not able to locate the suspect, who possibly left in a vehicle in the vicinity. Anyone who may have information that could assist with this investigation is asked to call Detective Matthew Flathers at 603-330-7128. Information can also be submitted anonymously by calling the Rochester Crime Line at 603-335-6500 or sending text messages to crimes 274-637, including text for cash along with information in the body of the message. The Rochester crime line will pay up to $1,000 for information that leads to an arrest. Police shots fired on Queen City's west side. Manchester police are investigating after shots were fired on Carter Street Monday night. Officers said 6 to 10 shots were reported at 5:45 p.m. and that 417 Carter Street and a adjacent building were both struck. Police said they found 6 shells casing in the snow. No injuries were reported. Anyone with information is asked to contact Manchester Police at 603-668-8711. Until CEO reveals what it is really like to meet with President Trump in the White House. Intel CEO Brian Kurzes said that regardless of the administration in the White House, it is important to have an open dialogue and to build a relationship in every country that his company operates in. Kurzes met with President Trump on February 8th and followed the meeting with an announcement that Intel would invest $7 billion in a factory that will employ up to 30,000 people in Chandler, Arizona. The investment would complete plans for a plant that was previously started. Trump's national security advisor, Michael Flynn, resigns. President Donald Trump's embattled national security advisor, Michael Flynn, one of his earliest campaign supporters who recently faced questions about a call to the Russia ambassador prior to the inauguration, has resigned. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you back here later on today. Goodbye, everyone.